What up, everybody? It's your boy Al Mega. And wow, this is not no podcast. This ain't nothing like that. This is something different and very special because we are blessed. Blessed to have an amazing creator, publisher, writer, CEO. I mean, my man is doing it all. The past year has been kicking ass with his brand. And today he has returned, my fellow Crusader, to bless us with an amazing announcement for the future of ASAP. Let me introduce the one, the only, the mighty Paul Haydes Hayden. What's going on, brother?
Hey man, how's it going, dude? Thank you very much, man. That was a wicked intro. I want to be introduced like that all the time now.
So just play it back and make sure you write that out for your next host and shit, and be
Oh
like, "Yo,
yeah. That's
you're
how I'm
gonna
going to
do it the
enter
mega way."
rooms.
Just the recording. Just yo, here it goes. So, brother, man, first off, before we even start the show, I just want to say I've been very proud of you, bro. I have been seeing
Thank you,
the
man.
movement of ASAP, yo. You guys have been killing it, you and your team. You know, I have a bunch of fellow Crusaders that are also on that journey with you.
hmm
I mean, all of you are like smashing it. And I can't wait to the greater population has access to everything you're doing, which is something else that we're also going to tease about today. Because homie's making major moves, folks. This is really, really, really exciting. So
Thank you, man.
Paul, I'm leaving the floor to you right now, brother. Let's go with
Thank you, dude.
with the big one, with the big one, all right? Because this is the OG logos that I love. Look at his brands. Talk about
hmm
these brands and what's gonna happen next. Because the next one is that thing you said to me that
That's
I'm gonna
right.
show. Okay.
So when we started, and it was just the mere beginning, and I wanted, all I wanted to do, I wanted to make a comic, and ASAP was initials of my children and me, and it made sense. And Comics UK, here I am. And then it grew, and any one world became a thing, and then minis became a thing. And there's not much that we're going to change with those two. But because, speaking of blessed, because I am blessed with like so many great people who are involved, um, but we're all over the world now. We're like it's like we're omnipresent. I love it. Um, Comics UK just never, like Laurie, never seemed, it seemed too small for what we've then gone on to do. We've now done books. Um, we've done merch. We're looking at doing animation. We're looking at doing films and short films and so on and so forth. So with that in mind, I talked with, in fact, Laurie and some others on the team, and the new name is ASAP Imagination.
Oh, folks, look at that pretty new logo. Imagination, folks. Woo! And that's a
Yeah.
sexy logo. So explain that whole purpose, man, because I get the UK part too, because you were limiting
Mm,
to yourself to the UK that way. I mean,
hmm
right now this is a nation. This is going
Exactly.
worldwide,
That
kiddo.
that's exactly it. Thank you, man. And I've got these great people and I work with, and we're all over, but we always come together for one thing, and to do like great creations. Cheers now. And it just made sense. I went through several names, and this one just sat nicely. It just fit. It just, what we do is about imagination. And thanks, Nolan. What we do is about this, and when we come together, we're one voice, we're one nation. We stick together, and it's great.
As it should
Um,
be. Those
you
are,
know,
that's how Comic Crusaders abides too. We're all one family,
exactly.
yo.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, for me now, we need to, look at, so again, because of the things that we're looking at, so it's going to be ASAP Imagination Publishing, ASAP Imagination Productions, ASAP Imagination Animated. We're trying, and well, no, we're not trying. We're succeeding in making some pretty big moves.
You're doing it
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
There is no try, only do, right?
exactly, exactly. And some of the moves we've made this year, I'm like hugely proud of. Like, we've gone fully independent, so we deal with our own digital and our own print
Ooh.
and our own print on demand through our own site. We stepped away from kind of the bigger names to say, well, no, if we can do it ourselves, we will.
And was it that announcement that recent announcement from Amazon and Conversation that really prompted you? I mean, the day you heard it, you made a decision, or was it something you got together with your team to decide what was the best lane?
Um, Well, we'd spoken about it before. Certainly, me and Laurie had mentioned it before because obviously it's like we're an independent company and we love the indie market and we want to support whether it's indie film, indie comic, indie books, indie your local comic book shop, indie businesses, small businesses. And then when we realised we could do it, the timing was just impeccable. We'd spoken with some people who had joined us on the Any One World who had experience with some of the bigger companies. And then when we were able to do it ourselves, we just said, look, we can do it all. So I checked with everyone first, and the first thing that happened, everyone just turned around and went, yes, I'm in. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Jasmine. Yeah. It's been awesome, and it's just like, like I say, I'm very lucky, and the things that we're doing this year, it's, we've launched our catalog.
We're going to start getting into that sexy thing.
There we go.
Look at that. And oh man, and the website is live now. Is it ASAP Imagination? Or not
yet? As soon as we come off this, it will be. I didn't want to do anything before this.
Look at that. Homie was keeping the world in suspense with this bad boy. I am loving it. Hell yeah. Let me update this now because people, a few minutes after the show, they're going to have a brand new home.
Yeah. This is it. And a shout out also to Chess, who she works for me, and she is going to be doing one of my titles. She's doing the artwork for Whole, but she sat there and painstakingly went through this catalog with me. So big shout out to her because she worked a lot on this, really hard. So I'm really proud of her.
I see all your team kick ass. They're all doing wonderful things. And I mean, right there, folks, ASAPimagination.com. Very simple.
Yep.
Right. And talk about this catalog, man. So who is this going to? Who could get access to this? Can every retailer in the world, get their hands on this? What's popping?
So what the plan is, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be sending out what we refer to as LCS packs. So we have a version of this with the trade and retail prices on that we will send to local comic book shops. Along with that, we will send them the first issue of Messiah in digital for free. The first 10 pages of Bob Non-Union Psychic and the first 10 pages of Dog Eaters for free. So they can have a look at what we're about, a look at what we do, and a look at, the kind of talent that we represent.
Oh, dope, man. Let's talk about this book. We got Messiah here, The Points of Villainy, which is something you had done a amazing book.
Amazing. Yeah.
Flip book, folks. That's the dopest part of it. Where's my copy? Okay, it must be over there now on the side. Yep. I have too much stuff here, Paul. If I start looking over here, I'm gonna make a mess. And I'll tell you that we got the Dread of Night. Oh, what's that? Whole? Is that a new book?
So we have got. So we ourselves, we are going to be running 6 titles starting this year. So obviously we've got Messiah. So Dead of Night is going to be coming out in June. Whole is a new title again by Chess, who again did the catalog with me, and then so that's coming out in June. As you see there, we've got OPSEC, which is by Dave Nemesis Howard.
Man, that's a dope cover, dude.
They're just beautiful covers. They're great. And then coming soon, because we're just waiting on the covers. Obviously, there will be a Sister Grimm comic coming out, which is by Laurie. And a new artist who's on board called Sean, and then we've got Heritage, which is going to be by DT and Jeff Bracey. So we're looking for, as soon as those covers hit, we'll kind of chuck them out there.
Yeah, but look at these bad boys from that other imprint within the whole ASAP family, the Any1 World. So we got the Big Lance book right here, Bob.
Yeah.
Malcolm Wong, which I had the pleasure of speaking to as well. With beautiful book, man.
Oh God, it's so good. Yeah, just the artwork in both, it's crazy great. It's so amazing, so amazing.
Hey, Jorge, ¿qué pasa, señor?
Yeah, George, cheers, man.
And talk about that perspective too, just to remind people what that bad boy was all about. Because again, very important book within the ASAP family.
Yes, so Perspectives was kind of like that's what we launched Any1 World with. People, they can check back on your channel as well to watch the launch of that we did with yourself. And incidentally, for anyone watching, it's one of the craziest podcasts ever because we had 19 people come through that whole podcast.
That's right. I
was
interviewed
crazy.
19 people all at once and shit.
It was amazing. But we did that, and there's 16 writers who gave their just bye-bye. They gave their time and their stories for free.
He is
And
fired
yeah,
up.
he's definitely fired up. So the 16 writers, they gave their time and their stories for free. And then, Kelsey did the design of the cover for free. Jess Mundy did the editing for free. And all of the money goes to the Dyspraxia Foundation, which
Amazing.
is very dear to me because obviously it's a condition that my son has. And another bonus in us making the move that we've made is in that we do it all in-house now. We can actually make more money off the sales, and then we can give more than we could have before. So that is another good thing.
So what you're saying here is that now the creators themselves are able to bring home a lot more in their pocket within the projects of ASAP, as opposed to what Amazon was giving you, scraps that you had to fight for.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. So this is it. So just for perspective itself, thank you, man. We're able to give more back to the charity, and
for clarity's sake as well, all of these projects independent with all these amazing creators, right? And they own their stuff, right? You're not taking ownership, right?
No, and it's all owned by them, and it's 100% theirs. We don't take anything. We just represent and proudly, publish their work and kind of put it out there.
Beautiful. Check that. Oh man, look at it. Oh, Tidal Wave. That's my big boy right there.
Yeah,
by himself. Dodgy 86 in the mix. Check him out. Cool. I love seeing these things, man.
That is landing this month.
Oh,
that is coming out this month.
My God. No wonder Dodgy is so nervous. He's losing weight by the day. Like, oh my God. I'm getting stressed. Like, don't worry, man. You're in good hands, and it's a gorgeous book. Very fun book, too.
It's brilliant, yeah.
Oh, and Long Game. David Howard is doing a novel. Holy shit.
Well, that's it, because we do prose as well. Like I said, when we started, we're writers as well. So it's not just comics. This is the thing. It's not just comics. We'll do prose. Obviously, it's not in this catalogue because this is adult content, but we also do the stuff for minis as well. So we do the kids' books and kids' prose and, all that kind of stuff. So, we've kind of got you covered, whatever you want to do, really.
I'm digging it. And what's this meat machine? For a moment, I'm like, are y'all trying to beat up Johnny? The machine?
We're really excited for that one because so that's Samir. He's a great guy. And we're excited to do that. And that's going to be his first publication. So we're very proud to be part of this.
Oh, that's so awesome. Look at that. Oh, we have a dramatic effect here. So what's popping? Look at that.
So this was where we put it out, yeah. And this was it. This was I still remember when we were putting that together, and I said when we were setting up, and I was like, pause for dramatic effect. It was like, are you telling me, or are you wanting me to write that down? I was like, oh no, put it in.
That is fire, man. You are like smashing it. Look at that pause. Like, Long Game is fantastic. You know what I mean? And we're gonna be seeing a 5 and 5 with Samir on the ASAP YouTube, right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So
talk about the 5 and 5. So because I think that's a fantastic idea to introduce readers, to your family. So explain what that is.
So the 5 and 5 is literally it's 5 questions in 5 minutes. It's literally that simple. It's we give the person 5 questions that's relevant to the project that they've got coming up, or relevant to the journey that they're taking, and it's all done in under 5 minutes. So you get to see what they've got with us, or what they've got that's going to be coming. You get to see what where you can interact with them. You get to see what they've got planned for the future, and it all sits within this beautiful kind of 5 minute window. So we've kind of rugby tackled everyone to try and get them to come on and do their videos. So hats off to them for kind of chasing everyone up for that. But that's coming soon to our channel.
That's a great thing. I really haven't seen any other independent label do things like that, honestly. To take that moment. I've seen written stuff, sure, but to take that moment. Let's get on a video real quick.
Yeah.
And get it done. Let's know me. Buy my books.
yeah, exactly. And that's it. And it's just nice to sometimes you see book covers out there, and you see names out there, and sometimes it's just like, oh, that's the face and that's the person behind that name, and it's just like, well, that's wicked.
So right now, once you do that name change, right, the shop will be ready, and you can start taking crazy orders, right, for everything we've been displaying, right?
We are ready to go. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Now, what email or how can a retailer communicate with you should they be interested in displaying ASAP in their shop?
So once we've made all the changes, I'm going to make all the changes all over our social media. So everything is going to be just ASAP Imagination. So they can catch us on Twitter as ASAP Imagination. What we'll do is once we've changed it over, we'll put a big thing out there and say, right, we're here. But at the moment, they can catch us by email. That's already set up, which is literally just asapimagination@gmail.com. So that's open.
Folks? asapimagination@gmail.com. So if you're a retailer that wants and that loves indie, first of all, because I know not every retailer loves indie, because but they're gonna love this indie, because this indie is amazing. It's without even I hate having to use this word, but I gotta use it. It has a very diverse it's a very diverse world of characters. You know what I mean? And it's wonderful, and it's done so naturally, and that's what I love about this brand. They're doing by doing. They don't need to say this is what we have. The proof is in the pudding when you hold the product in your hand. And that's what I love about what you're doing, man. Because when I see that,
thank you, man.
I feel so happy, comfortable. I see everything. So I'm like, yes, this is what we need, man. And oh my God, who's sword fighting? I don't want to. Hey, right? You know what it is? Yeah, ASAP is gonna be sword fighting against all them independent labels and beat their ass. Don't you worry.
That's right.
I see that, bro. Cheers to you, kiddo. Because
thank you, man. Thank you very much.
That's amazing, man. And in so little time, you've already accomplished so much.
It's I'm just lucky. Genuinely, like, just great people have been on board, and like I say, people have been so helpful, and yourself and putting us out there. It's like, I'm grateful to everyone.
You fan, brother. That's a wrap. You know how it goes.
Thank you, man. Of course.
That's what this is. So, for real, brother, I'm very happy to hear all these announcements. I love seeing your imagination grow as well with what the brand is, and you actually are building a very, very solid foundation. So again, enough respect. CEO to CEO, enough respect there, bro. Because you're doing the right thing. You're treating your people right. And I think that those are actually the most important elements, in comics right now that we need. We need people that care, that love, and then let's encourage, and then let's make money together.
I couldn't agree more. It's like, we after everything with lockdowns and so on and so forth, it's like this time, there's a lot of rebuilding to be done. A lot of businesses that nearly went under. It's just like it's time to lift each other back up now, and
exactly support small business, support small businesses like Paul, and every other independent out there. I mean, they need us. We need them, because I'm pretty sure most people are tired of a lot of the products that are out there. And when you want something that's finally different, something new, something fresh, with some awesome perspectives, check out that book. Check out ASAP Imagination. That's where it's at, folks. For real. I mean, it is an extremely talented team, that I've had the honor to interview and chat with, So, brother, just again, kudos.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you for allowing Comic Crusaders to be the home for that announcement. Again,
thank you, man. Appreciate it. No, same. Thank you, man. It means a lot.
No, bro. I want to thank you for your time, right, to talk about this greatness. Again, folks, asapimagination@gmail.com. If you're a retailer looking to get these in your shop, of course, visit ASAP Imagination really soon. Probably in the next hour or so, because he's gonna he's about to take off his hat and he's gonna be looking like Kermit in that meme. All right. So, Paul, man, many blessings. Thank you again.
Thank you, dude.
Folks. All right. It's ASAP Imagination, as it sounds, okay, for the website. And of course, I showed this a couple of times, but don't just follow ASAP as well. Show love to the ASAP family. Follow Haydes, LA, Sarah, Nem, Kelsey, Jessica, and the rest. I mean, it's just so many to name, bro. Let me tell you, that's a huge family. So, but just hit up the website, check out their YouTube for the 5 and 5. And that's it. That's what you got to do. Support indie always. Paul, thank you again.
Thank you, dude.
Much love. Mi gente, you know what it is. Make sure to watch everything on the bottom right there. Comic Crusaders, Indie Crusaders, the podcast, cinema, music. My family over Undercover Capes, that we have a whole bunch of awesomeness. All right? Mi gente, hasta la próxima. Much love.
Thanks, man.